Yep, we're gonna be nice to... Did you just... You know what? Be nice, be nice.
Excuse me, I was wondering if excuse me, I would like
No,
a
she
refund
did not. If
on
one
this
more person
so-called
tries...
obsidian
maybe she didn't realize I was here.
netherite. Excuse me, I was first pole that you gave to me.
I'm about
I
to
don't
hit
want
you.
this
Know
piece
what?
of junk. I want the real one. That's obviously
Just
fake.
walk
I threw
away.
it into a pawn
Just walk
shop.
away from the
and it only
situation.
was
Then you
worth
could calm down,
$500.
okay? We're
Excuse
being
me,
nice.
it was supposed to be worth
Lord,
20
if I
grand.
wanted...
So I know you did not.
Ugly. Oh my gosh. Mr. Mama's so fat, she knocked a hole in the floor.
You know what? You know what? I'm sick of this.
Oh wait. It's our dad.
Let's just get this back in here. Now am I struggling? Oh, hey guys. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about being nice to people and staying patient, even when people tend to get on your
up that one girl?
Huh? What you talking about? I ain't do nothing to nobody.
That was her, wasn't it? Yeah,
Anyways,
I
so,
saw you.
like I said, guys, let's focus, okay? We want to be as good as we can be.
Yo, show her the video.
A video?
He's on World
video
Star.
what? World who?
Knocked a hole in the floor.
You know what? You know what? I'm sick of this. That ain't even me. You see, we not even wearing the same shirt. That's definitely not me, guys. Oh, dear. Alrighty. How did y'all get that so fast? So, guys, that is the first reason that I try to keep my cool, and that motivates me to be nice, okay? And I touched on this a little bit in the video that I made about modesty, right? Dressing modesty, and I expressed to you guys how the main thing that influenced me to start actually dressing modesty or being more modest in my approach is by thinking of my little sisters and what would I want them to wear, you know? And the same way with that is the same thing that influences me now, thinking about you guys as my little brothers and my little sisters. And that influences me to continue staying nice, continue trying to be the best me that I can be. Because then if I'm going out doing that and making that a habit, being okay with being mean to people or doing anything that I'm telling you guys not to do, it doesn't matter how nice I look, you know, how much I change my appearance to make it seem like that I'm doing what I'm telling you guys to do, right? It doesn't matter how it looks on the outside. What's on the inside will eventually come out, okay? And that's why it's important. And some of y'all may be thinking like, you may never see me, like, you know, and that's true. Like, it's not like y'all could see what I'm doing every single day, but that stuff eventually comes out. Whatever you make a habit of doing shows out, right? Kind of like what I was saying in the other video as well, when I was talking about how if you're being mean to yourself, if you're treating yourself this way, that's going to come out in how you treat other people. The same is the same for whatever you're trying to do in secret, right? Whatever you're trying to do in secret and you make that a habit of doing, that's eventually going to come out where you don't want it to. That's a big reason why I try to work on the inside of myself for me, but also for you guys, so that I'm not just sitting here saying, do this, this, and this, but I'm just doing it with no problem. You know, I'm just being crazy to people, beating people up, dogging people with no problem. And let's say one day you guys do eventually see me and y'all like, oh crap, that's Marcella. And here I am. Y'all feel me? And then that just ruins everything. That ruins everything I tried to teach you guys. That ruins the example I was trying to set, all of that. Because you like, Yes. I see you're doing great at what you're preaching. As if the things that I tell you guys aren't already hard enough to try to do. Okay, so that's one thing. And of course, I'm still human, as are you all. So of course, I'm still gonna mess up. But I'm always looking at that and seeing how I can improve versus just being like, oh, that's just who I am. So I'm just gonna do what I does. It don't matter, right? And then afterwards trying to tell you guys, that's my halo. Guys, don't do this. It's not good for you, okay? Right. Okay, so that's the first reason. The second reason is because I understand the quality of these things that I try to tell you guys to do, right? Of being nice to people, right? I understand that when I am being nice to people, when I am doing the right thing, when I'm doing the thing that I know I should be doing, it improves my quality of life. It makes my life better because I'm doing things right, okay? And there's a bunch of reasons why that is the case, from the law of sowing and reaping to simply making connections to not burdening yourself with things like anger and stuff like that. But the point is, as a whole, these things and like a bunch of the things that it says in the Bible to do, we are instructed to do those things because it actually helps us. It actually improves our lives and help us live our lives to the best of our ability, okay? And because I understand how awesome that is for me, of course I want that for you guys as well, which is why I try to make these videos to reach you guys, to teach you guys different concepts, different things that we can grow in together, okay? And one of those being something as simple as being nice to people, even when they are trying you, right? Okay, so, and I'm telling you guys the reasons why first, because, and like, the biggest thing to being nice to people is wanting to, right? If you don't want to be nice to nobody, you're not gonna be nice to nobody. It don't matter how many tricks you hear about being nice, hanging in there, blah, 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 blah. If you don't want to, you're not going to. So first, I want to talk about why. And if any of those reasons and the reasons that I'm going to say resonate with you, then awesome. If not, take your time. You know, you can't force it. Just take your time, continue growing in God, continue experiencing his love and mercy, and then go from there, which, by the way, is the third reason. Y'all know God is like the reason for like everything for me. Like, he's just, I'm just saying, and I don't know if like y'all be thinking that's so deep and all of that, because it ain't even deep for real for me, because God is a part of all of our everyday lives, right? Now, whether we engage with him or not, that is our choice. But he's just literally how I get through stuff. So, but he's definitely my third reason that motivates me to hang in there and continue being nice, even when people acting a fool and a half. Lord. Okay, so aside from the last one of it improving my well-being and everything, remember, God tells you to do things because it's going to help you. God always looks out for your best interests. When I'm being nice to people, when I'm not letting people rile me up and, you know, I'm not going off, it helps me because my heart ain't all feeling like blah, 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 blah. Now, you know, my blood pressure ain't rising. I'm not feeling stressed out. It's not ruining my day because I just had to engage with somebody who with something that didn't even matter, let alone if it's somebody who don't even matter for my life. Everyone matters, but that doesn't mean you matter for my life, okay? So understanding that and understanding God, that God's goodness, you know, God is nice. Nice is an understatement, but when you realize how good God is to us, despite how horrible we are as people, it makes you want to pass on that niceness, pass on that goodness. When we think about how patient, when we think about how patient God is with us, when we think about how nice God is with us, how forgiving God is with us. All of that. You know, God doesn't talk down on us or call us bad names or beat on us or and God forgives us no matter how many things we do, no matter how bad the things that we do are. So it's like when you realize all of that, it kind of make you want to be like, well, if God can do that for me, maybe me as an imperfect human can do that for another imperfect human likewise. Okay, so that is my fourth reason, or was it the third? Let's review, shall we? To be an example, you know, gotta set an example, gotta represent. Basically, I'm being held accountable by you guys. Two. What was two? Because it improves my quality of life. Three. I think that is three, because of God. Okay, that was number three. All right, and I would have to say the fourth one is just so that you can remain control over the few things that you have control of. We know that in this life, and as you're younger, like, or at least for me, I'm not gonna say as you younger, because some of y'all youngins kind of smart, and I know for me it would irritate me and be like, yeah, when you're younger you think, and I'd be like, no I don't actually, because, but anyways, point is, when I was younger I thought I had control over many more things than I really did. Okay, and it became very frustrating when I realized what little stuff I actually have control over. Okay, so one of the things that we do have control over, though, is our reactions and our thoughts. So if we could control those two things, our actions, our reactions, and our thoughts, then why would we give those little things up that we do have control over for somebody else? Because somebody else said something, because somebody else did something, and now we're giving them the little control that we have. We already can't control them. We can't control the fact that they said this about our mama. We can't control the fact that they sneak this behind us. We can't control the fact that they don't like us. But we can control our reactions. We can control our thoughts. So why would we give them control of that as well? You know, at least that's my thinking. I like to keep control, at least of the few things that I do have control over. So if I could control my actions and my thoughts, I'm not going to let what you do control what I do. If I'm deciding that I'm going to be chilling and I'm not doing nothing, I'm not going to let what you do turn me from that and cause me to fight you or something like that. Like, I ain't got time for that. So I would say those are the things for me. You will gain your own reasons. Maybe you resonate with some of those. As you get your own reasons, though, that alone, having a reason, understanding why. Understanding is not just because your mom said be nice or your teacher said be nice to everyone, you know, but because you have your own motivation for that. That'll make it that much easier, right? Because at the end of the day, you're just doing what you want to do. So even if things come up, even if people try you, right, it's still going to be harder to keep you from doing what you want to do, especially when you can control it. Very little things can keep us as people from doing what we really want to do, especially when we can control it, okay? So, honestly, pray. Like, I swear, like, that is a bit, y'all, pray. I'll be like, Holy Spirit, help me not to dog her out, right? And the closer you get to God, the Holy Spirit will start convicting you. Like, somebody will be ready to talk to you, and you'll be like, and then the Holy Spirit will be like, and you'll be like, right? Especially because you realize at the end of the day, it's not worth it. Like, I could dog you and put you in your place and make you embarrassed in front of everybody, but that's my energy now. It's not worth it. I could beat you up, but that's my energy now, and I'm the one getting in trouble. It's not worth it. You know, so yeah, y'all. That's a motivation for y'all to keep y'all going, especially for people who are actually like in this place where they were trying. They were like, you know what? I'm gonna change. I'm gonna start being nice to people, and then people kept trying you. This your motivation. Keep going. You got this. Don't let other people control you. The little control that you have, don't let other people control that. Okay, so I'm out, y'all. That was fun. I love you guys. Bye.